Announcements. October 21st, community conversations from 9 to 10 a.m. Mr. Smith, could you just give us a brief explanation of what that is?
Sure. So each school year in the fall and the spring, the district leadership team makes itself available. One in the fall, we have 2 sessions, one in the city, one in the township, one during the typical work day and one during the evening for those people, who may work different shifts. So we make ourselves available, and if anyone's interested in coming in and meeting with the team, we just ask that they email Angie Neal there and let her know that they plan to attend. So that is coming up next week. The morning sessions, October 21st, that's at the administration building from 9 to 10. The evening session will be October 22nd at Fairfield East Elementary. We generally make ourselves available there if anyone signs up in the media center at East, and that will be from 6 to 7. So those are our fall sessions, and then in the spring we will do that again.
Great, thank you for that explanation.
Yep.
And continuing on, November 2nd, the Lindenwold Kiwanis Club of Hamilton Fairfield will have a fall pancake breakfast featuring the Fairfield Show Choir. This will be from 8 a.m. to noon at the Fairfield High School on Holden Boulevard, again on November 2nd, Saturday. On November 5th, we'll have in-service day number 3, no students report for school that day. It's also voting day. November 7th, board meeting, work session, 6:30 at the senior high school in the Catherine D. Milligan Community Room. Board member comments? Mr. Napier.
Yeah, I just want to thank Wes for having us down here today. It was a great presentation that they gave us. It's very impressive. Want to welcome Amy to the board as our new treasurer.
Thank you.
And that's all I got.
Thank you. Mrs. Gundrum.
I also want to thank the staff and teachers at West for having us here and for sharing such an awesome celebration with us tonight. Thank you to all of the heroes that were here. You all keep doing what you're doing, and you're going to go great places. Thank you to the parents for being here and for sharing your heroes with us. I also want to welcome Mrs. Lee. Nice to meet you, and I look forward to working with you. And we kind of skipped over it, but when we were talking about the treasurer's reports, there was quite an amazing gift from an estate to the district. And so thank you very much to the family of Mr. and Mrs. Harden. And we share our condolences for their loss, but what an amazing gift to share with the community and share with the school district.
Thank you. Very well put. Mrs. Birding Miller.
I also want to welcome you to joining us up here. We're very happy to have you. Jerry did not enjoy so much recording last week. So she's very happy to have you joining us.
Yeah.
I also want to thank the West staff and Mr. Chambers and Ms. Moeller for having us here. I didn't think West could beat the last time we were here when we ate bugs and did Pringles wreaths, but somehow they even outdid themselves even more this time. So way to be West heroes, guys. Every one of you, the staff and the principals, thank you for having us. I also want to thank Ms. Howard and Billy and the entire team for trying to make sense of such a vague mandates, as you guys always do, and taking so much time to make sure that we are compliant, that we are doing everything we need to for our community, and also making yourself available for the community. I've not heard of other districts making themselves available in the morning and the evenings, 2 different days throughout the year. So thank you so much for making yourself be available and being able to communicate and give them the information that they're requiring. And speaking of giving yourselves to the community, I want to just kind of take a moment. I'm talking about the Chambers Luncheon. I also had the honor to attend, and I just want to kind of give a shout out to somebody who was nominated to be the community champion, although they did not win. It was a hard battle, but they are a huge asset to the community and a true champion, and it's an honor to know you, and you are so involved, and thank you so much for everything you do. Mr. Billy Smith, in case you didn't know that. And that's all I have.
Hard to follow again. Congratulations, Mr. Smith.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Amy, Ms. Lee, thank you for joining us, and you're going to do great. We appreciate you filling in.
My pleasure. I'm happy to be here.
Yes. Also want to thank the estate of David and Linda Harden for their contribution donation. Thank you so very much. It doesn't go unnoticed and is greatly, greatly appreciated. Thank you to West staff and team and Principal Moeller and Assistant Principal Chambers. What a great program, a great celebration of these kids, students, young minds of the Hero Recognition Night. And again, to Kelby and Cassidy who spoke in front of us. Spot on. Good kids, good character, building on that. And to all the ones that received their awards in front of us again tonight, congratulations to those. And Mrs. Howard, Mr. Smith, again, thank you for the time you put in for the policy revisions and updates. It is very time consuming, and I'll say again, I don't think the public understands the time that goes in, the emotional and emotional time that goes into that too, because it's very tedious. So thank you again for what you do. Appreciate that. And I think that's all I have, Mr. President.
Thank you. Yeah, Mrs. Birding Miller stole my thunder. I certainly wanted to recognize Mr. Smith. He was one of the nominees, along with the eventual winner, Mrs. Birding Miller's father, Michael Birding, who sat on this board for a number of years and now continues to serve the community as a township trustee and working at Butler Tech. So again, and the third nominee in that category, all very deserving, was Jeannie Myers for all she does with the dancing program. It's been going on for decades here in Fairfield. And so again, congratulations to all three nominees. And isn't it nice to be recognized?
Thanks. I
It
appreciate
is,
that.
just like we did here tonight with our heroes, right? We call athletes heroes, we call movie stars heroes, but these are my heroes, right? I said it earlier, and I don't think I quite said it right. We do this not to have the chance to come here tonight and sit in front of you. We do this because it's an honor to be involved in a district that does things like this.
Yep.
It's amazing. It's great. Very cool. Very cool. Board members spoke eloquently about all of it. We thank you very much, and we will end the meeting. I'll call for a motion of adjournment.
So moved?
Second.
Mrs. Birding Miller, Mr. Napier, Mrs. Lee, please call the roll.
Mr. Napier,
Yes.
Mr. Bagley,
Yes.
Mrs. Birdie Miller,
Yes.
Mr. Clark,
Yes.
Mrs. Gundrum.
Yes.
Thank you. Meeting adjourns at 7:42.